Alright, so previously, I don't know how many weeks ago, 2, 3 weeks ago, um, we visited the Vistani encampment here at the Sarpool. We spoke to Madame Ava, and she read the group's fortune. She pulled several cards. She pulled the Five of Glyphs, the Druid. Um, I won't go through everything, but just to run down the cards, she pulled the Five of Glyphs, the Druid. She pulled the Six of Coins, the Beggar. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. Uh, she also pulled the Two of Glyphs. This was a card of power and strength. It told of a weapon of great vengeance, a sword of sunlight. She pulled three cards here. These cards shed light on the ones who will help you greatly in the battle against the darkness. She pulled the the Mists, the Seer, and the Raven. And lastly, she pulled the Artifact. That card represents your enemy, who is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. You can review this information in the notes if you would like.
Did she give us the card?
She did not give you the cards.
Okay.
She just kind
'Cause
of flipped them over and foretold your
Livelihood.
fortunes.
fair.
I mean, it's her deck. She got to keep that for next
No,
time.
no, no, that's fine. I just was when you said this card will lead you there, I was like, did she give us the card? That was my brain going dum dum mode.
And at the energy from the cards, you felt it. Um, you felt that energy sort of become incorporated with each of you. You all feel the forces of these cards pulling you in these various directions. And yeah, that's really where we stopped. So, yeah, we are in the Sarpol encampment, and you are here with the Vistani. We still have. Oh,
That
what
was
was that?
perfect timing. That noise went
Did
off as
you?
I flipped screens.
Are you getting some love, Oscar?
That was me.
Oh.
Sorry.
I thought somebody was tipping him or something on Twitch.
Ain't nobody messaging me.
I don't even have
My
his
order
Twitch
was
pulled up.
confirmed.
Usually I'm the one harassing him on Twitch.
Alrighty, so we still have Misa, Oscar, and Jimothy here at the tent with Madame Ava. We've got Alexander, Rohana, and Guillaume down here.
I can't control it.
Okay, cool. We've got Rohana, Guillaume, and Alexander down here, sort of at the entrance to the camp. So yeah, you guys have free roam to speak with the Vistani and do anything you might like to do.
I'm
I think
staying.
last time we were just basically excusing ourselves.
Well, if you'd like to speak to them, I know Alexander wasn't here. He mentioned he might have an interest in some sort of negotiation and bargaining with them. So if that's something you guys would be interested in, um, the Vistani are here. They seem friendly enough, fairly welcoming. So you've been referred to them by one of their or by one of their friends. So they do have a base level of trust for you guys.
I mean, yeah, I'd go to someone at least and ask if there's anyone I should speak to about selling some art.
All right, the Vistani. You see a Vistani kind of pop up in the background here and says, "Ought you say?" That's not their accent. That's Candlekeep stuff. I'm not gonna do accents because I don't have the emotional capacity for it right now. All right, art you say? What kind of art might you have?
I have about three or four paintings of which I have recently acquired. Well, a party has recently acquired that I wish to not offload, but to find someone better suited for. Personally, I do not see many people. Our adventuring group has dives into dungeons and whatnots. We're not in town very often. The town here, Barovia, did not wish to procure them. So I figured with your traveling band of people, you may come across more opportunities for selling such beautiful art.
Okay. All right, that sounds interesting. Let me make a roll and see if they might be interested in purchasing or bartering for your paintings. Okay. And how many paintings did you have?
I currently, so I'll take him out of my bag and I'll lay him in front of her, or him, whoever. And I have 4.
4 paintings? He look. The Vistani looks at you and says, "Well, these paintings could be interesting. They'll be difficult to sell. There's not necessarily a large market for these types of things around here, but I could help you out." He pulls out 2 things to you. I can trade these for these paintings. He pulls out a large coin purse holding 100 electrum pieces
Okay.
and a potion.
And what does the potion do? If you do not know, I can acquire the information after a moment.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about this potion. We've had it sitting around for a while. We really are not sure what it does, but if you'd want to trade, even if you'd want to trade, I would take 2 of those paintings for this, or all 4, whatever you prefer.
So all 4 for the purse and the potion, or 2 for one or the other?
Correct.
Fair enough. Counting math. How much electrum?
100 electrum pieces. Each of these coins are stamped with the visage of Strahd.
Oh, my math is horrible. That's 50 gold, right? I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And would you mind if I identified the potion
Feel free.
before agreeing to?
He's like,
Um,
absolutely, if you'd like to identify it. We've had it for quite some time and really not sure of what use to put for it, but magical items seem to be of interest to many.
did we long rest at any point?
Before you left town, I believe you did.
Okay. I just,
Which
I,
you guys are just I don't know, 2 or 3 hours outside of town right now.
I just wanted to know because I had a lot of spell slots that were expended.
Yeah, you would have right before or before you left town to go on the road.
In that, oh, I don't have it. It's not prepared, so I have to ritual cast it. Okay, I'll ritual cast it. But if I didn't go in with them, I probably have plenty of time to do this. So
Yeah, so he'll hand over this potion to you. Um it looks antique almost, covered in a thin layer of dust.
I'll take this pearl and put it to my eye, trying to look through it with my magic.
Okay. And as your ritual cast goes off, you get the vibes that this potion has properties of invisibility.
Mm.
I. Hmm,
That could be useful.
it could. You have yourself at least a partial deal. I will trade 2 of these paintings for the potion. If that is okay, I'll let you keep your electrum.
That sounds fine to me. So you can add to your inventory. This will be there's it's slightly different, but you can add an expired potion of invisibility.
Okay. May not last as long. Fair enough.
I told you it was old.
Would have I been able to identify that with since I'm proficient in alchemist supplies?
Um, give me. Hold on. That would take a check.
That's fair.
Hold on. Do 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 do. Give me an intelligence check.
With proficiency or just intelligence?
Mm, yeah, with proficiency is fine.
Okay. 12.
Well,
Not the best.
yeah, you would be able to tell that it's old, but not necessarily that
Fair.
it is an
Um,
expired potion.
I'll just rename this real quick. But yeah, for 2 potions, or for 2 paintings, easily. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll hand him, I don't, unless he can pick whatever he wants of the 2 paintings he thinks would be easier to sell.
He would look at them and notice that they were paintings of another family. He just says, "These there's no sentimental value. These are just stock portraits that one might hang in their home. I'll just take the first two."
Okay, I appreciate your um, kind tea. I understand they are not easy to sell, but any chance I have, I wish to offload them from us at least.
Of course, we are always interested in trading, buying, selling if there is something intriguing.
I was actually able to trade a beautiful golden harp to Sir Strad Bonverovich, or however it's pronounced.
Oh yes, Strahd is known for his, shall we say, interest in antiquities. Absolutely.
I'll say to Robe. I'll say to Roe, well, it's better. It's not gold, but a potion could be more sellable, if not uh, usable in the future.
I, especially if it does have invisibility properties like you're saying.
It should indeed let us be invisible for quite some time. An hour of invisibility without any issue would be quite some time.
Or our companion.
But I'll hold on to this. I don't want to keep secrets, that's why I'm letting you know. I know the others are in the tent, but
Alrighty. So you have traded a couple of those paintings. Did you have any other business dealings you'd be interested in with the Vistani?
um, one actually, yes, purchasing. I gotta look up the price of a standard one, or what I'm actually looking for. Um, sorry, my internet is being really bad.
It's okay.
Would you perhaps have a set of jeweler's tools?
Jeweler's tools. Jeweler's tools. Let me check in the back.
I know it's not a very common set of tools and more of an artisan's styling, but if you happen to have it upon a set, I would appreciate it.
Let me roll, see if they would have that. He comes back from the back, going through the caravans, and he says, "Jeweler's tools, no. Unfortunately, I'm
Not
not
a problem.
finding any."
It was a greedy ask. You have done plenty though. Offloading these, not offloading, um, selling these portraits is greatly beneficial to our party and grows a greater bond between the Vistani and our group.
Absolutely. We will certainly remember you and your paintings, and if you ever have anything else you wish to barter, just find one of our people and ask. Word travels quickly among us. You will have a friend in the Vistani.
Yes. If you ever find any more magical potions or scrolls of the sorts, I would be interested in possibly selling these other 2 paintings to you.
Wonderful. You know where to find us.
Indeed, I do.
Alrighty. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do while they are here at the Sarpool encampment?
I am good.
I start making my way back around the tents.
Come,
Everybody's
Jimmy.
everybody's cameras keep pooping out for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I haven't had Misa all day. For the most part, everyone else has been fine. But
Weird.
Misa's kind of cut out like about 5 minutes ago for me.
Yeah, same.
Hmm.
Oh, Boone's back.
Hello.
It's strange.
Sorry.
That is.
So they come back.
They come back
So,
around.
how was the freaky voodoo?
it's not voodoo just because he don't understand it.
Well, I understand a lot, Ro, and most of it does not have to be, definitely would not be considered voodoo.
No.
She
Sin.
spoke a lot, and I honestly can't remember half of it at the moment.
I mean, I'm amazed you can remember your name most days, Oscar, so... Before you...
Misa, do you remember what she said?
Oh, I have quite the recollection.
We should share with them.
Of course. So, in short, we had our fortune slate, and she spoke of various aids that we will encounter in our struggles against Todd, and some things to look out for. Apparently there is a druid to look for. Yeah, an evil tree, an ill of grapes, and said that the ravens would help us find it, and there will be treasure there. Let me see. There will be a wounded elf that will part with some treasure in order to have his darker desires fulfilled. Then there was the mention of a sword of sunlight.
Dibs.
We are not sure. And we are to look, I believe she said, to the guardian of a snow-covered field with a scarecrow. So perhaps we'll find the sword there if we find something of the sort. And there is a Vistana who wanders alone. She searches for her mentor, and perhaps we could find her at the Abbey. So all fortuitous there. There is also a dusk elf somewhere among the Vistani that has suffered some sort of tragedy. So, and the ravens, she said that we would find them a source of information, either for good or secrets, and we would find them somewhere among the vines. Again, wherever those may be. And finally, the last card was there was an artifact, something that must be used or created or destroyed. And the only thing that she said was it lurks in darkness where the morning light once shone. So I'm not sure where um, the morning light would be showing particularly in all of Barovia. So it will be interesting. So that is roughly the fortune that she gave us. So
The morning light would be to the east, nonetheless.
perhaps, so it would be in the city of Barovia if that is the case.
Sure, we will find it on our journey. I feel something pulling
Perhaps.
at me, so maybe we should
I
just...
believe that the religion here, that is called the Morning Lord. I believe that the father told us this, so perhaps it is located somewhere where the religion pops up. So something to keep in mind.
But I think for now, the best option would be to continue on our journey and get Irena to safety, and then go from there.
We seem to
Agreed.
have gleaned as much as we can from Vistani at the moment, so we should probably make tracks.
I will ask before we go, so if they have any information on a dusk elf. So I will go back to the carousing Vistani and ask if they have encountered a dusk elf in recent time.
Let me see here. Would they know about that? The Vistana would look back at you and say, a dusk elf. No, that would be an unusual thing to see. I, we have not seen any dusk elves that we can recall in this area.
It is appreciated. Well,
Be right back. My pizza's here.
Exciting.
alright. Gives me some time to figure out what is wrong with my camera.
I ordered a burger and I'm excited.
That sounds exciting. My doctor got on to me about my cholesterol, so I will have to refrain a little bit harder.
Can't receive bad news if you just don't go to the doctor.
You're horrible.
I'm gonna let you know that's how I got diabetes instead of just getting a warning. So don't do that.
Okay.
I mean, I go to the doctor and I get yelled at, so...
Yeah.
Oh, if
Apparently
the doctor
Yelled at
fucking...
and told what to do.
I'm scared of going to the doctor because they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, what is keeping you together?"
Let me put it this
I
way.
haven't been.
I had x-rays done on my back and it made me redo them because they thought they got the films confused with the 70-year-old patient that went before me.
Oh no.
Got 3 compressed vertebrae in my lower back.
Oh. Yikes. Yeah. I start my new job on Monday and I get insurance and I'm just like, I should probably, maybe for the first time in maybe my entire adult life, try to go to a doctor and maybe see if anything is wrong with me aside from the things that I am super aware that are wrong with me. I've never, out of my own volition, gone to the doctor and be like, "Hey, I should probably get a checkup."
Mm-hmm.
Same.
I
Every time
usually
I
get
go,
2 a year.
Yeah,
So
I've been thankfully and luckily healthy, all things considered. I mean, surface level healthy.
Stuff inside, I have no clue.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not a doctor. I have no idea what's going on.
I fractured my tibia, walked on it for a month, went to the doctor to figure out what was wrong, had to get an MRI on it, got told it was actually a fairly bad fracture, and then kept walking on it because I don't like crutches.
Okay, well,
8
see,
months
that's
later, it still fucking hurts. Go figure.
well, yeah, because you kept walking on it because you didn't like crutches.
I'm sorry, crutches in Illinois in winter fucking suck.
As
Just
opposed to having pain
snowshoes
for
are
the rest
problem.
of like your light adult life.
I already had arthritis in my knee. It's not that much different.
Gods, are we all the same age or near roundabouts?
What?
I think so. Well, I think Chrome is the young in here.
I'm not even 30 yet.
I'm the old man.
I think I'm probably the old one in here.
Okay, that makes me sound like I'm into creeps. You're only 3 years older than me.
Rory,
pretty
that's
old.
all
I think
Elaine to do.
I think
Actually, I'm
Asuka
4
might
now.
actually. I think Asuka might be the older one.
I think I'm the oldest one. Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna walk
Oh,
into the
thank
sea and never return.
No, damn it.
But who will I pick around
Alrighty.
if I don't have Asuka?
Sorry about that, y'all.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So what's happening? I'm sorry, I kind of cut that conversation short.
Nah, it's okay. I think we're getting ready to head out.
I
Okay. Off to the map. Hold on, let me pull somebody out to
Sorry.
Geom will be our map token.
changed the music to clickety clackety. We're in a carriage.
We're in a carriage?
Yes.
Damn.
They were able to arrange one because of basically they've got Irena.
So we have Irena?
Yes.
We're
Yes.
taking
Yes,
her to
she's
the
with
Abbey.
us.
Yeah, that was the other part that we missed. We've agreed to try and, to the
Where
best of
was
your
she?
ability,
Hiding.
locked in a closet.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty much.
She was
Fuck.
hiding at the inn.
Her brother was keeping her safe, and we made an agreement with the brother to try to get her to the other side of the map because why not safely?
Mm-hmm.
And we
He's-
stopped by the Vistani camp.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm driving because I have proficiency with carts, so that was exciting. I got to use something that I usually don't get to use.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you, Oscar, for keeping us on the road.
Like the randomest thing to take in D&D, proficiency with animal-drawn vehicles.
Land vehicles. It's
Land
great.
vehicles? No, you can't take it specifically, and it only comes with one background.
It's specifically because of my background. I think it was the military portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was a couple of backgrounds that it came with.
You
I'm
could have
only
taken
aware
it.
of one of them.
You could have taken land vehicles with the extra proficiencies due to intelligence that we got.
It's really difficult too. Like when you try to add a proficiency in vehicles, it's not easy.
Really?
So, something that is just a funny thing with D&D Beyond is that adding proficiency in either land or water vehicles is extraordinarily difficult.
Either way, it worked in our favor.
So, Asuka's driving.
Right, so Asuka, so we're going to you're going to attempt to get
Oh,
your
okay.
well, you don't need to attempt to get back on the path. You can get back onto the path. You knew where you were going. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, you come up here to this bridge. Okay, as you approach this bridge, you approach the Sar Falls. You follow the river to the base of a canyon, and at the far end of which is a great waterfall that spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. a. All right. So as you come across, what do you see? What do you see? So, as it clings to the side of this canyon and this mountain, you see that it ends before an arching bridge of a mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in a black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. Okay, the pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. Okay, now you guys do have a map, and you've got Irena, but just to ensure that we can stay on track here, Oscar, give me. You're driving, right? Oscar, give me a survival check with advantage, because you've got Irena and you've got proficiency, and you can add your proficiency bonus as well. Okay, one more. That's better.
Oh, thank God. That's one
You
of my highest ones too. I'm like, come on, seriously, a 10?
you have a map and you have Irena. You've definitely got some things helping you out here. All right, so you are able to stay on course. Cool. So yep, you're gonna continue following the path here. Alright, and as you come up here to this path, you come up to the gates of Barovia. You see these two gates here. You see the fog that spills out, or you see this fog spilling out into the forest beyond these gates, looking just very ominous, like it wants to swallow up the world. Behind you, you see jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, as high stone buttresses are looming gray in the fog. You see these huge iron gates that hang on the stonework, do clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. You can see, sort of on the other side of these gates, these two headless statues of armed guardians that flank the gates, their heads now laying at the weeds below their feet. They greet you only with silence.
Not a lot of upkeep, is there?
I've got my hand resting on my weapon, just kind of nervous about how everything looks around us.
You cross through the gates of Barovia. Okay, so right now we're probably looking about, at the time you spent at the Sarpool encampment, probably mid-afternoon. Okay, staying on the path here, and as you are going through the path, what do you see? Right, as you are transitioning along the path here, you see that the old Svalich road that you've been traveling on transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
Where's that?
So you see kind of, let me see.
Oh, right in front of us. Gotcha.
Yeah, right in front of you. You see this town and kind of this old windmill here.
Wow, that descends wow. Okay. Okay.
So, would you guys like to keep going, or would you like to see what's in this area?
I think it's best if we keep going. I don't think we want to be seen with Irena.
It's just a windmill.
Irena, what do you know anything about this windmill?
She looks at it and she says, hold on, would she know? Let's see. Goes, no, I'm not entirely sure what this place is. It looks like a town, but I'm not really sure.
Mm. Well, we'll have to pass through it to get to the other side, further east or west if we're taking you west.
Well, if you choose not to stop here, the path kind of winds around it through the woods. So you could either stop here and rest, or you could pass by. That's up. The choice is yours.
I think we should just keep going.
Does anybody need to use the restroom?
Is this the city you just described?
Yeah, that's the town you see
Okay.
off in the distance, and the windmill is basically right in front of you.
I mean, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
It is just a windmill.
Let us go for now.
Unless anyone wants another millstone to crush a demon.
Rather unsuccessfully,
A
apparently.
millstone to class a demon?
Have we got stories to tell
Ghost?
you?
Seems you have seen many things in your travels.
No.
Shimshime, shimshime.
I will learn silence just for the purpose of this.
Alrighty, and as you guys are traveling here, so as you guys are traveling along the road, you're stopped and you see a pack of 3 dire wolves in front of you, looking at you, growling. They don't look happy.
Does anyone speak with animals?
Everyone into the rope. No.
What will you do?
What if we feed them Gion?
That's cold.
I'm
So
kidding.
I'm
I
trying to
am
leave August
kidding.
somewhere safe, and you all call me bad. But now you're threatening to feed a party member to die.
I am joking. But does anybody have any food? We have those pies that.
The dream pies.
These wolves are looking at you, growling. They look hungry. They look vicious. You need to act very
will
quickly.
throw my
I
pie
am going
near
to.
the wolf.
I'm going to use my animal handling and try to feed them.
I
Are
will
you gonna-
feed you a pie.
I mean, I got some beef jerky, which is probably better than that pie.
Beef jerky? Okay.
Oh.
So you're gonna basically feed them a ration.
Yeah, but it's good
Okay.
beef jerky because I don't
What
eat
about this
shitty
dream
beef
pie?
jerky.
Take this dream pie.
Well, he's using his animal handling to feed them the beef jerky. Go on ahead, Jimothy, and roll me an animal handling check.
Sweet. That's not bad. It's not
Yep,
great.
so you have this one dire wolf now, one of the 3 dire wolves that is
They're multiplying.
well, yeah. You have one of the 3 dire wolves that seems occupied by the beef jerky. The other 2 are still looking intently.
Try the pie.
You've got about one more action before they pounce.
I'll grab the pie.
I
from
start
Oscar and
All right,
singing
we'll
to them.
Mage armor.
Wait, we had a
start-
couple of pies. Why don't we just
Give them both pies.
Yeah.
We have enough time for one more
I was
person
gonna-
to do something.
I will take a pie from
Okay.
Oscar
I've
and
got
give
animal
pie to the
handling,
wolves.
so.
I
Okay.
give the pie to Misa.
Okay, so you're going to throw the pie towards the wolves,
Yes.
Misa? Okay,
Mhm.
if you're going to throw the pie to the wolves, give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can accurately, yeah, we'll say sleight of hand. No, that's not really right. Just give me a dexterity, a dexterity check, just straight dexterity to see if you can accurately land these pies.
9.
9? Okay, so you throw these pies and they kind of fall a little bit short of the wolves. They kind of fall topside down into the ground. The wolves kind of seem interested, but they're not they're not quite there. One of the wolves is interested in the pie, and we'll say the other one is still looking at the party, and these wolves will and the one wolf will attack, and we will still have the other two in initiative here. Okay, we're just gonna use this battle map here. Drag yourselves out in approximately the formation that you would be in.
I was at the back of the cabins. Where the fuck is my character?
It was
Okay,
so
so-
bad. I rolled a 5.
Yikes.
So this dire wolf will be here at the front, and this one and this one will be kind of back here munching on beef jerky and pie respectively.
Be right back in just a second, okay?
Okay?
I'm kind of sad that I don't know if my camera is working. Oh,
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
started it out okay, but I think it actually might have bit it.
Oh no.
So no matter which USB port I put it in, it's not getting recognized.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. It's a professional camera too. Very sad.
Mm. I've got Rohana and Alexander as well as the wolves in initiative. I'm rolling these wolves separately because two of them are preoccupied and that'll factor in.
Of course, I rolled well on that.
What I miss?
Nothing,
Bonkers
just getting people
initiative.
into initiative. Yeah, Misa's got a fucking 26.
Whoa.
I get to add both my dex and my charisma to my initiative rolls.
God damn, guys.
I'm loving my 5. Rana, we're shit initiative buddies.
Mm-hmm. Too busy arguing to actually pay attention to what's going on.
But if you can, put y'all's dex modifiers as like a decimal. So, like, if you're a 5 and you have a dex, like a +2 to dex, put 5.2. Just so we can figure out who goes.
I'm a 0.
Age before beauty.
I'm a +0 to my dex modifier.
Same.
Damn, that usually works.
Do
Well-
either you have an initiative bonus from anywhere else?
Nope.
Well, we will
Alright.
just sort it and we'll go in that order. If that's all the same to y'all. Got Rohana.
Meanwhile, Misa says, "Haha!" It's just like drawing both swords before people know what's going on.
Misa's gonna have 2 turns before we get our first.
Right. Alright. Misa, you're up.
Sorry, canonically, Ro and I are fighting to see who's gonna go first, so that's why we're last.
Alright. So, 20. Go forward. And make my 2 attacks. Does a 14 hit?
Meets it, beats it. That is their AC.
Alright, then both hit.
Alright, give me some damage.
Alright. Oh, what is my sneak attack at this level? That is an important thing to know. 2d6. So I go forward and I stab twice into the wolf for 28 points of damage.
Right, 28 points, nice.
And then I step back.
Right, as you stab into this direwolf, you see it bleeding somewhat, but it is still up and ready and raring.
Alright, so it's my turn.
Right, Alexander.
I'm going to shoot that direwolf with a magic missile at level 2.
Okay, roll me some damage.
So 15.
Wow.
Right, as you lob these magic missiles at this direwolf, it's dead. Misa kind of fucked it up.
Womp womp.
How dare you underwhelm my magic missile?
I mean, it had 9. You did 15. It wasn't that over. All right, cool. So on this next direwolf's turn, this one on the right here, it we'll say this one was eating the beef jerky. It kind of um finishes slopping up the beef jerky, swallows it, and looks at the party menacingly. On this on the left-hand direwolf's turn, it does the same. It finishes scarfing down the remains of that dream pie, kind of licks its chops, and again glares at the party, ready to pounce on its next turn. For good roleplay, you guys got a free turn on those wolves.
Nice. Jimmy, care to take care of one of those?
Are we really this far away? Jesus.
You were traveling on the road. There's some distance.
I'm like, I have more beef jerky, and I pull out a bigger slab of beef jerky that you were like, how did he fit that in his bag, and how was he carrying that? It's more like a beef brisket jerky. Because what you guys don't know about me is my character loves animals, and he is going to attempt to befriend these wolves or get eaten, one of the two. So,
Okay, give me an
Well,
animal
I'm gonna
handling
hold out
check. Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, give me an animal handling check, but this time at disadvantage because they've seen this trick before.
It's not a trick. I'm trying to be their friend.
Well, they've just eaten, so they're not that hungry. Now they're just pissed.
And yet they're still attacking us.
We just killed someone from their pack.
That's true.
You guys did. I didn't. They just saw
Yeah.
me hand out food.
They don't know the
Oh
difference.
shit.
Oof.
It's going
No,
to
they
look
don't.
at it's going to look at your beef jerky and kind of just like exhale violently. And
My character's got a dog at home, so.
yeah, it's not going to go for it this time.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I mean, that's pretty much my turn. I had to move twice.
Yeah. Right. Asuka, what would you like to do?
Take a bite of this burger. But also, are each of these squares 5?
Yes. There's a little bit of distance because you guys are traveling from your caravan on the road.
Move right over here. Seems to be enough. Draw sword and shield, and that's oh, do I have any spells that I can actually do? Not for this. Not for this. I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Rohana, you're up.
Just look at. Okay, so I'm gonna move over to that square, and that should be 50 out, right? Yes. Move 4 feet. And I am going to light this one in the back on fire with Sacred Flame, which is a Dex saving throw. DC
Okay.
12.
16.
Okay, so they. Let's see, is it. Okay, so no damage then.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that would be my turn.
Nice.
Okay. Back at top of initiative, we're at Misa.
Alright.
It's not.
Then Misa will get next to Jimothy and make attacks. Both hitting. I will say to Jimothy, I'm sorry, they do not look like they will be our friends. For 25 damage.
25 damage, nice.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Alexander, you're up.
Still sitting on the card. I'm just gonna magic missile that wolf too.
Okay.
Just like, I think I got it.
Alright, roll me that magic missile.
First level this time. $10 damage.
10. Alright, so as you toss your magic missiles at this one, you see each of these just like magical bolts slam into this dire wolf, and you see it's kind of got this blood dripping out of its mouth, but it is just still up. Alrighty. Next up is the right-hand dire wolf's turn. Now what would it do? Wait, this one would move right here. Wait, actually, hold on. What would... This one would actually move right here. And seeing all of the damage that Misa has done to its companions, would attack Misa with bite at advantage because of pack tactics. Okay. Misa, 25 to hit. That's a crit.
How far away is she?
How far away is who?
Misa.
15 feet.
Fuck. Sorry, I have no reaction that I can use on that.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's awesome thought though. Next time. Okay. Give me 1 sec to roll the damage. Right, Misa, as this dire wolf bites into you, you're going to take... Wait, hold on. Yeah, 15 piercing damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
Oof. Ten.
That'll be a fail. You have been knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay, and
1 sec.
I'll put the boot. You got knocked down. You said 1 sec? Hellish Rebuke. Okay, nice. Alright, so
You
as
hear
you...
Misa scream in pain, and as the wolf backs away, its mouth is full of flames.
Nice use of that. So as you fall to the ground, these flames erupt from your wounds into the wolf's mouth, doing a nice chunk of damage. But you are knocked prone, and that'll be that wolf's turn. On the second dire wolf's turn. Right, on the second direwolf's turn, it's going to bite at Jimothy. It's pissed because it sees through your trick and it feels like it just feels duped by your initial beef jerky. Alright, so Jimothy, it's going to attack again at advantage because of pack tactics.
I believe pack tactics require your other ones in range of me,
It's
or is it
five.
vice versa?
It's he has to have another wolf 5 feet within him, which he does.
Oh, I thought both wolves have to be within proximity to me.
No, he just has to have one within 5 feet of him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And so that's going to be, does a 17 hit?
It will.
Okay. And that's going to be 10 piercing damage, and silly asking this from the barbarian, but I need a strength saving throw, please.
Dark interception.
Dark interception,
Oh,
is that...
What is
I'm,
that?
I'm 10 feet away from him, so I can go ahead and intercept that.
Okay, that was you roll for how much damage you can intercept.
1d10 plus my proficiency bonus.
Cool. Awesome, so in that case,
Is it-
he's going to reduce your damage by 4, so you will only take 6 piercing damage, but we will still need the strength saving throw.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh.
Oh. That's rough. You are
That
knocked
sucks.
prone. So you and Misa have been knocked
Oh,
prone by these direwolves.
sorry. I do have advantage, so I have to roll a second one. It's on strength checks and strength saving throws.
14 is enough, so you are not knocked prone.
Okay. I mean, it wouldn't matter as a barbarian. I'm just gonna grab him and bring him down with me.
Yeah. Alright, so that is the direwolf's turn. Jimothy, you're up.
All right. Well, I tried to be his friend, but he said no. So, bear with me. I got advantage. I believe the 15 hits, right?
15 hits, yeah, and 11 misses. And the... Wait, that 14 is your strength save, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
11 damage to the one in front of me. I assume that's toast.
He's dead.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna just move up to here, and I'm gonna look at him like, we still have brisket. We can make this work. I
Wolf
speak to
looks
him
at-
in my dog voice because I have a dog at home, so I'm like, roar, 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 roar. Sadly, I have a bear totem instead of a wolf totem. If I had a wolf totem, I'd be like, we'd be speaking wolf right now. But I'm like, cross languages. So
Can
He
I
looks
take
back and
my swipe
snarls.
right on him?
Too late for that, honey.
I'm gonna let you know this gnome has successfully subdued at least 3 different wolves. So this will be the first wolf I haven't subdued. So this is disappointing.
All up to the dice.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm
anything
all
else
done,
you'd like
so.
to do? Alright, cool.
Nope, all done.
Oscar, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move over right here next to Misa. As an action or as a bonus action, as it were, can I help her to her feet?
Yes, you can go if you'd like to use your action to pull Misa up to her feet, you could do that, so she will not have to spend her movement speed to stand up.
Okay,
I will
I'll
look
do.
up and
Hey,
see.
I forgot to ask with that hellish rebuke when it reduced damage. Does that come before or after my my damage resistance to rage, which would kick off first?
That
It
would
wasn't
just
a damage
Is-
reduction.
it would. Are you talking
So
about
you would take part of the damage and then I'd have damage reduction, correct?
the hellish rebuke? Just it's a reaction that allows you to basically say no you to something that attacks you. So there's no damage reduction from hellish rebuke.
Yeah.
Well,
the,
what was the one you
trigger
used on
is
me?
Oscar used a dark interception. That's a custom ability that he has that allows him to roll on allies within 10 feet of him to reduce their damage that they've taken. So that's
That's
just
what I was asking. So is he reducing the damage before or after I take half because I have resistant to all damage except psychic?
Before.
If you're raging.
yeah. If you're raging, it would be.
I am
I would
raging.
say. Are you?
Yeah, I said that before I moved.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Damage reduction takes off.
I may have not
flat
had my mic
amounts
boom down. I
before,
apologize.
I didn't hear a rage personally.
Okay,
divisions.
my apologies then.
What were you saying, Chrome?
Damage reduction takes off flat amounts before divisions.
Okay,
Yep.
that's what I wanted to know.
So mine would have gone first.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, my turn. Sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead
good.
and help Misa. Since I'm technically touching her, can I bless at the same time?
Is bless a bonus action?
It's a spell.
Is it action bonus action? Because you used your action to help her to her feet. So if it's a 1BA, then you could.
I'm
but
sorry,
if it's
not bless. I meant lay on hands.
is that an action or a bonus action? Let's look.
Should be an action.
It's an action.
Okay, then yeah, you've already used your action to help her to her feet.
Oh, fine. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Rohana, you're up.
Y'all make shit very inconvenient. I'd just like you to know that.
Life of a caster, man.
I'm sitting in the cart still. I'm just like, hey, you got this.
Woo!
It's got a drink in hand, you know.
If I
Flinging magic missiles.
if I move along that path, would Oscar be in my way if I throw a spell at it?
Is it a targeted spell or is it a save spell?
It would be guiding bolt.
That's a targeted spell. So I would say that the direwolf, if Oscar was between you and the wolf, he would probably have half cover. So it'd increase the AC a little bit.
Well, because I'm like it just kind of clips past him, so I'm not sure.
But you gotta take into account the whole square.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
may see
you'd
this
have
part,
to be.
but this is also part of the creature, which means it has the cover.
Yeah, you'd have to be casting around him, and you could still do it. It would just increase the AC a little bit.
And my movement's 30 feet, right?
I believe so.
What the fuck is it? Okay, fine. I apparently don't have a movement. Oh, walking 30 foot, yeah. So, furthest I can go is right here. And, actually, I'll use Sacred Flame since that's not a targeted spell. It's DC 12 Dex save.
Let me roll the dex save.
My friend's
Ooh.
saying hi.
Hello. I saw the sunglasses. I was like, damn, is it bright in there? And this wolf fucking fails. It rolled a 4.
Rip.
7 damage. So you see this orbital strike of radiant energy just pop down onto this wolf, and it takes a good bit of damage. But the wolf is still up. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Rohana?
No, that's it.
Alrighty, Misa, how do you want to kill it?
You could miss.
Painfully.
Painfully.
Alright, I only hit with 1.
Okay, roll damage on the 1.
You have multiple attacks.
Yes, I do.
Rogue shit.
18 damage.
Alright, how do you want to kill it?
I'm just going to take this second rapier strike and hit it between the shoulder and through the rib cage, and jump back.
Oh. All right, so cool.
Okay, Red Mage.
Rapiers, who knew? But
Alrighty.
that's kind of my thing. Displacement is my character.
So you kill the final dire wolf, and yeah, you guys are safe from this onslaught of wolves.
So, do dire wolves taste good with goblin mayo?
I mean, you got the corpses there. Would you like to attempt to butcher some meat off of them?
They looked awful skinny. I don't think it's worth it.
I will move away if you guys are going to do this, because I am sad.
Oh, that's right. No, that's fine. We're gonna leave them. The circle of life.
And it moves us all.
Yep.
Alrighty, cool. So, you guys, hold on. I've got 5 million tabs open. Let me find where I'm at.
Don't close the wrong one this time.
I know, right? I do it all the time.
Control Shift T.
Alexander, somebody thinks you cute.
He's almost the same color as my hair now.
Aww.
When you're glad your camera isn't working.
Okay.
You felt you would have drawn more attention, Alaric?
No, the fear is not drawing any attention.
Oh,
Womp womp.
I like the
Like-
shirt, Oscar.
Thank you.
Plus ultra. Alright, so.
Cool. We back on the road.
I have pictures of you, Timothy. Don't start that.
Share.
Alrighty,
Share
so
with the class.
as you guys are going down the old Svalich Road again, you make it past this little corner of the woods where you encountered those dire wolves, and the old Svalich Road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and the south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall, as though looking for another way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are half a dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
Jimothy, look away.
So sad.
Alrighty, so you come up to it, and you approach this gate. Excuse me. Excuse me. You approach this gate to the east of town here, and as you approach, you see two guards. You see a male and a female guard that stand just inside the gate. Instead of spears, they carry pikes. Okay. Alright, so as you come up, the guards greet you. And as you're coming up, we're coming into the late hours of the afternoon, early evening, so it's a little bit dusky. And they look at you and they say, "Hey, what do you want?"
Passing through.
Sun's going down. Can't allow anybody to pass through right now.
We're just trying to take a friend of ours to the monastery.
Understood, but gonna have to wait till the sun comes up.
Can we go into town?
Nope, can't let anybody in. Sun's going down.
Oh,
Is there a
what
reason
is
why?
a sunset if not a say, but what if
Surely.
it's the sun's?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Mine's just a joke. Continue.
Well, certainly it is not fully dark yet. We could enter before the sun has truly set, could we not?
They would look at you, kind of scratching their chin. They'd say, I don't know, it's getting pretty dark. Burgomaster doesn't want us to let anybody in after sunset. Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Ooh. 20.
20? Okay, is that enough?
I hope so.
If not,
Alright.
they're not getting in there.
They look at you and they say, they kind of point their spears directly at you. They say, you're just passing through.
We just
Certainly.
want to, we just want to stay the night. We'll sleep in a stable with our carriage and our horse.
No, pass through only.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the nighttime. We can't be letting anybody in here. I'm sure you all have seen the shit that's out here at night.
But we're not wolves.
I don't know that. You can pass through, straight to the other side. Try any funny business. We won't like what happens. We don't.
Or I say to them, we could just stand outside and annoy you all night, distracting you from real threats.
We're good at ignoring. Pass through or stay here. Choice is yours.
Well,
We'll pass
Let's
through.
not pick a fight that we don't need to. Why don't we just pass through?
right.
We'll find a
Sounds great.
space. We'll find a spot in the next area to camp.
Also, good driving.
All right.
Right.
Forward.
So do you
We pass through.
pass through? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just say we're
making
gonna
sure.
pass through and not leave.
I mean, you don't know how many guards there are. You know, that might not be a thing that you want to happen.
It's not tempt fate.
As you pass through the gate on the west side of the town, they shut it and they say, "We'll let you in the daytime, just not at dusk, not at night."
Is it the same guards? Because I would have just been like, oh, we can't leave because it's nighttime. It's not safe.
The guards would have communicated this message to the ones on the other end of the gate.
Okay. It was worth a shot.
How far are we from the Abbey?
From the Abbey, let me see here.
Is it
Give me
that?
one. Is it wet?
Is it this? Or this?
It is. Hold on. There's so many letters on this map
We
here.
were going to the farthest one, were we not?
Mm-hmm.
Or this?
This right here.
You would, yeah, you have a map. You would roughly know it is right here. So, right now we're coming into the early hours of the evening. Would you guys like to press on? If you continue, you will probably get there very late at night into the early hours of the morning. Just depending.
Well,
I say we set
Do-
up camp against the gates.
We should probably just set up camp against the gates, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, they never said we couldn't do that.
No, they didn't.
I summon a great bonfire
sure-
just in the middle of the road.
Yeah, make sure that the open side of the tent is towards the gates, because I am going to live up to that obnoxiousness that I promised.
Just calling out to the guard, are you sure you don't want to let us in? This bonfire is going to attract a whole lot of things.
Hey,
They
are you
look-
guys awake? Are you guys awake?
They look over and they say, just really unbothered. Think like the, Queen's Royal Guard. You can sleep outside the gate. That's all. Fire won't bother us.
Start
Wolves
touching
wolves
them
will
with
get
my
Also,
you.
invisible
just
hand.
moon them.
If you want to put a fire up, wolves will get you, not us.
I'm gonna just
They're on
bring them
this side of
inside.
the gate too. Okay, fine.
No, they're on the inside of the gate guarding.
Oh.
They've got pikes, which you would know they could use to stab through the slots of the gate, so they could attack from the inside of the cover that they have.
Got it.
Just gonna poke him with my invisible mage hand that requires no components.
They kind of look around like, what the fuck? But overall, they seem, very staunch and mostly unbothered. You see the one just crack just a little bit as you poke it, like, what the fuck? But overall, they maintain the utmost professionalism.
I'll do it until I go to bed. Just annoy the fuck out of him.
I'll sit on the back of the cart with Irena, intent on keeping guard tonight.
Alrighty, so you guys are going to set up camp?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll take first watch if somebody wants to take second or third.
I already said I was taking first watch.
Oh, I'll take second.
Alright, so
Take third.
Rohana, give me a perception check. 19? Nice. So let me roll. Okay. Cool. So with your perception check, what you're able to see off in the distance, you notice a lone grave kind of off to the side, just on the edge of the woods. It doesn't really seem like there's much going on with it. You just see a singular lone grave off there, but it doesn't seem like there's any zombies or any weird undead shit coming out of it. All you see is a grave.
Why would you use the C word?
Alrighty, who is gonna do or hold watch next?
That would be me.
Alright, Asuka, give us a perception check. 12. Alrighty. Alright, Asuka, so you do see something off in the distance. Alright, well, actually, hold on. Let me... Actually, no. You don't see anything. So as you all are sleeping...
Ignore what you saw.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
As you all are sleeping...
Good old DM renege.
I know, right?
Hi, Scott.
Hi. I'm
Hello.
just gonna be nosy, don't mind me.
How
All
dare you.
good.
Shoo.
So you see at first you feel this kind of chill down your spine. You don't really see anything. And then all of a sudden, Asuka, you would notice this first because you are holding watch. Right in front of you flashes open this light as a will-o-wisp illuminates itself in front of you. All right,
I don't
and
like that reaction.
Well, we're surprised. That's never good.
Most of
Okay,
us are
so-
asleep.
That's also bad.
Asuka is awake, and he won't be surprised because he did see it. I'm gonna make this a little bigger because that's stupid. Okay.
It should be a quarter of that square. What it
Yeah,
was
but
before was not.
Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, cool. So, let me delete everybody out of here. So, Asuka, roll me initiative. Nobody else knows about this yet. One. Ooh, shit.
Oh my gosh.
Who needs a surprise round when you can just roll one?
Well, the thing is, the thing's gonna get 2 turns before Asuka gets 1.
25. Oh my god.
Oh, this thing's gonna nuke us in our sleep.
What was that
Oh,
to say
dude.
about having a spare character ready earlier?
Oh my gosh, okay.
I could not be further apart in initiative.
Well, Asuka's not surprised. He was awake and he was on watch, and while he didn't see it ahead of time, he's not going to be surprised. Everybody else will be, though.
Shouldn't we roll initiative then?
Alright, can you roll initiative in your sleep?
Yeah. We still roll initiative. It just means when we take our turn.
Yeah,
See,
that's fine. Yeah, go on ahead and
Just see
roll.
who's gonna snore first.
We're still
True.
unconscious and don't know what's going on, but
True. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my fucking god.
Wow,
Oh my
guys.
You're
Wow.
doing great, sweetie.
oh, we're-
we were asleep.
Anybody want to share their screen for
What is
scones?
up with this initiative?
No, I'm not. I
round?
don't need screen. I don't need screen share. I'm just listening.
All right, cool.
You don't have to screen share. Fucking Oscar's live.
yeah, you can watch Asuka's stream.
Don't forget to smash that sub button. I'm playing Final Fantasy and just listening in. Don't mind me.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
cool.
Rude.
I think this is
Alrighty,
the worst
so-
initiative set I've seen in 10 years of playing D&D.
All right, I'm gonna put this on my second monitor because this sounds like a clusterfuck.
Two nat
So
ones.
we got surprised by this will-o-wisp, and I am second highest in initiative with a 9.
Nice.
Oh,
Good
He
old
has a
Bill
plus
Wisp.
7.
Ryan,
He has
you
a
don't
plus
need the plus
7.
1. Aren't you,
Yeah, I
Amanda?
have a plus 7, so I rolled a 2.
Oh, God.
2 people got nat 1s, and then 2 people rolled a 5 and an 8 with no bonus.
We're not a very dexterous party.
Clearly.
I mean, speak for yourself, but you know,
Party.
party. Okay.
Alrighty, so at the top of initiative, it is the Will-O-Wisp's turn, and it will sort of extend this tendril of light at Asuka as it attempts to shock him. Asuka does a 17 hit.
Does not. Nothing fun.
Nope, so it extends the sort of tendril of itself at you, and it passes through, doing nothing. And yeah, that'll be the Will-O-Wisp's turn. Misa's asleep, can't do shit. Rohana, Jimothy, Asuka. All right, Asuka, you're up.
Get the fuck out. No, so I'll clang my. I already have my sword and shield on me, so I'll clang my sword and the shield and make noise to wake everybody up.
Okay,
Quiet,
everybody is
Asuka.
everybody is awake, but they are prone, as they were laying down sleeping.
I mean,
Is
if
that
I
an
had the
action?
sword and shield clang, I'd jump to my
It's-
feet.
It's half your movement to get up from prone.
No, but
No.
it's like
No,
me
not an
waking them.
action. Or
Okay.
is waking them up an action? Yeah, because you'd have to reach into your bag and grab something and clang on it. Yeah, I would say that would probably be your action.
My
But
sword and shield?
you can yell. You can yell.
If the way he described it, he was grabbing something from his bag and clanging.
My
if you would like,
sword.
Oh.
He said his sword and shield. That he
you
had.
said
Yeah.
your sword.
Get out.
Oh, he. Okay, yeah. Then you already had those, so that would not be your action. That'll be your interaction.
Well, Shisa.
At least it
I don't
has to.
speak Semnian in this campaign.
Oh, get out.
I'm just gonna go ahead and I can't see them. They're inside whatever the cart or whatever. So when you haven't played for like 2 weeks, so you forgot what all your spells do. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack this thing.
Okay.
Good old
Sword and
whiff.
All right. Yep. 10 misses for sure.
Asuka.
Doing great. We're doing great, you guys. That's my turn.
Fucking disaster.
All right. So on its turn, the Will-O-Wisp again extends a tendril to Asuka, attempting to attack, missing with a 7.
Shit.
The good roll was just on initiative, apparently.
I'm not
Right.
complaining.
Misa, you're up.
Okay. So I am going to stand up, and that is 15 feet.
Mhm.
So 15. Okay. It is enough. And I will make 2 attacks with my rapiers.
Okay.
Oh. Um.
What'd you roll?
13 plus 6. So 19.
Meets it, beats it.
19.
Fuck.
They're
Good thing
tiny
I don't have to
motherfuckers.
roll.
How many of those slots do you have?
7 total.
Shoot.
I have another second still.
$22 points of damage.
And that is just enough. You, with your rapier, manage to find purchase and stab into this will-o-wisp. As you stab through it, the light around it kind of just fades around your sword and it vanishes. And that's initiative.
Going back to bed. Make a big deal out of
Jimothy
nothing,
literally looks
Oscar.
over, sees it's dead, and goes back to snoring. 'Cause I got next to watch. So
Who's next? I'm going to sleep.
I was gonna have some fun and be like, it takes my guy an extra round to get up because he's like still asleep, but you just gonna go back to bed.
I flip Oscar off and then flop back and go back to sleep.
What? I'm sorry for trying to keep you alive.
You could have handled that.
If I could have hit it.
If I could have. You could have survived, Oscar. There's no way that was gonna kill you.
We didn't know there was more.
That's where I'd
Then-
put my
then
hit
you
if
wake
I
us up.
had one.
Well, I knew they do lightning damage, but I don't know how much.
I mean, you could have stopped it with your sword instead of waking us up.
Will-o-wisps are nasty.
They
It was
are
just
really
the one,
nasty.
fortunately. That went a lot better than it could have if the will-o-wisp rolled better. I mean,
Like
it was
Oscar
just
has
one.
A lot of HP though.
Yeah, Oscar was probably the best possible person to, like, encounter that face to face.
Smug goat meme.
Hey, you don't always get the hits in, but you're there as a meat shield.
Oh fuck.
He can take a beating.
Plus he can heal a bunch of HP.
Fuck you,
Mhm.
Valerie.
Later.
Oh my.
Do we have another person doing watch?
Not it.
Yeah, I'm
I-
last watch.
Alright,
I'll
give
get
me
up
a...
and I'll take watch with him.
Okay, you can help him.
I
So,
will help.
Jimothy, you can you can have advantage on your perception check.
Okey-dokey.
I miss
So-
Shiva.
13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really see anything.
So,
Alright, I'm gonna keep leaning against the tree.
as we used to on the ship, I will speak with Jimothy, keeping him awake, and I will take out my jeweler's tools and start polishing one of the rocks that I have in my possession. And so take out a monocle and put it up in my eye, and simply work on it until the sun rises.
Alrighty, and with that, your watch goes off. Nothing seems to happen, and you all can hit the long rest button. And with that, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. One moment, please.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, Jimothy, what do you think of them so far?
Of what am I thinking of?
Well, the motley crew we have attached ourselves to.
This is good. A little rowdy, like me. No disregard, no regard for animal safety, but you know, we'll work on it.
Gets up a little bit.
Eventually,
groggy.
you'll all be petting animals.
Next, I'm just gonna let this thing eat
Prob-
you.
Probably though, you'll pet them while I'm holding them down using my massive strength. Like I'll be holding them like, it's okay, you can pet him now. He'll only bite you a little.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water.
Mm-hmm. Well, they seem okay. I do not think I trust them yet, but time will tell. What was your pet's name again? I could not place. It was small and fluffy and kept eating all of the cook's sausages, but
That's a different pet. My new pet's name is Lucky. It's a chameleon, a giant chameleon.
when did you get the chameleon?
2 weeks ago. From an exotic trader.
Oh yes, I remember. We went to that market with interesting and exotic spices and such. You found an animal trader.
I did.
Where? You say giant. Where did you keep it?
They're at home right now. He takes care of the house while I'm gone.
Is it like a god animal?
And that just kind of lives in the house, outside of the house. You know, I live on the edge of the forest.
Wait, are we
Yes,
talking real
I
life?
remember. No, this is all in character.
Yeah, I don't have a. If I wish I had a giant chameleon in real life.
No, this is just us in character talking for the watch.
So cool.
Hey, camera. Chameleon. That's cool.
Is what a Zog.catface, Boone.
I don't know. I saw something in your background. Maybe it was just like a blanket or something, but it kind of looked like a cat going like.
That's the cat.
I think we had this discussion earlier about her and her roadkill cat.
I don't think it was that. I think it was just like a blanket or something in the background that like was draped weird.
Probably. We've got like 4 blankets on that bed and a pile of pillows.
Yeah, I think it was just that.
Because she got up and followed me out of the room. Boone is well aware of the roadkill. She pipes up in chat all the time.
She wanted a snick snack.
Wow.
She is a needy little bitch who thinks I can't go pee in peace.
Same. I have to like lock the door because the cat wants to like brush up against my leg, so I'm going to the bathroom. Okay. Or a body back.
Ow, fuck yes, ow.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I see Amisa.
Aha. She lives.
Alrighty. So you guys wake up from your rest, feeling a little bit shaken by this weird will-o-wisp just kind of jumping you in your sleep, but otherwise you got a pretty decent rest, and you are awake. What would you like to do?
Continue
Kill
on.
some guards? No.
No.
That is up to you.
Want entry to the area where the guards were, because I would like to see what's in there now that they can't be assholes about it.
I mean, I suppose we could ask them about the elf we were looking for.
I thought there was like a little shopping mart in there. I don't care about them.
Well,
That was a
personal.
town. That you guys, you do have a map, so you would know that that is the village of Valaki.
perhaps we can come back after we find safe passage for Irena.
Our main goal right now is to make sure that Irene gets there safely.
That's fair.
So let's get
Alrighty, so you make sure I have all the right tabs up. Cool. So you continue on, and you find yourself here at this crossroads. You hit this crossroads, and let me pull it up. You hit this crossroads. So as you come up to this crossroads by the Luna River, the road comes to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrust upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing out in four directions, lies in the weeds nearby.
I'll walk over and pick up the post and see if I can figure out which way it connects so we can see where we're going.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, so you're just picking up the parts of the sign and seeing if you can read them.
I thought you said the 4 arrows were still attached to the actual post.
Gotcha. So you see those 4 arrows, but you see like you can't really see much writing on those. You see like some broken off parts of this. You see like the bottom part, but you see the top half with the arms. That's lying in the weeds nearby.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can figure out which direction to the Abbey.
Just from that half of the sign, you can't quite make out the writing because it's all broken up.
Okay. Well, which way do you want to go then?
We have a map, don't we?
You do have a map. Yeah.
It seems.
How familiar is Irene with this area?
She would not be incredibly familiar with this part. She's from the village of Barovia, and she's more familiar with that portion of the area. This part of the country, I guess, is a little bit strange to her. She's been here, but she couldn't tell you much about it.
Got it.
Northwest. There.
Northwest? Alright, so you travel northwest along this path here, kind of winding through the woods. Give me one moment to roll something here.
It's never a good thing to hear your DM say.
I mean, you're traveling. Okay. So as you are traveling, you find this trail off through the northwest, and as you follow this trail, it leads you up here. And where you're at, one sec.
I'd just like to point out that I love that we're all writing Jill.
Mush.
Okay, so as you come up to here, this path leads you off. You kind of follow this path and you come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where large gashes split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked at the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon spattered with mud. What would you like to do?
Not touch the wagon. Because I learned my lesson. Anybody? No?
Can we tell if there is Asa tracks or if there is disturbance somewhere?
Give me a survival check. I see Eli.
Okay.
Yeah, I know Alec's working finally.
Yeah, that's a 3.
Makes it easy for me. You can't tell.
uh, me says many things, but she is not wise.
Oscar, you would like to detect evil and good?
Mhm.
Okay, let me see if there is anything you would detect. Give me one moment here. Currently, no, you do not detect any evil or any. You do not detect any aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead.
Okay. The word currently worries me, but I'll go ahead.
You were
and...
very specific about what we didn't detect.
Well, that's just
Yes,
what the spell.
exactly.
That's what the spell detects. So I was just reading from your spell text.
And the land isn't consecrated or desecrated.
It
Don't
is not.
forget
No,
that part.
it is not those things either. No.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get down and take a look, see if I can find anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, so you see that caravan off to the side, and you also see this tower. The caravan is parked off maybe 30 feet away from the entrance to the tower.
Does the tower have a door?
It does. So, are you looking at that?
In its general vicinity direction?
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Like, I'm not trying to like warn you. I'm just making sure that's where we're
Yeah, yeah,
headed.
yeah.
Okay, so you do see a tower door. You see a tower door that's made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Kazan.
This looks like a warning if I've ever seen one. Um. Also, do we have a picture of said door by any chance? No.
We do. Hold on, let me.
Kazan?
Hey, Alexander, does the word or the name Kazan mean anything to you?
Kazan. Kazan. Is that... Are we sure it's a name and not a different language?
Uh, your
There's
guess is
the
going to
door.
be way better than mine.
Oh, that indeed looks like runage. Would I be
Can
able to
everybody see it?
decipher any runes from that?
Let me see. Would you be able to? Give me one sec here.
There's a few things I want to do. Get
This
detect magic
is.
going and...
I did not read ahead for this, so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants right here.
Off the cuff.
Did not expect you guys to wind up here. You hit that false path and sort of went off direction a little bit. Alrighty, so yeah, go ahead and give me an Arcana check on that. 19, nice. So with a 19, hold on, I'm getting lost in all my tabs again. Okay, so with a 19, you would find you would sense these runes are here, sort of constructing a magical effect. You would get with that 19, you would sense an effect of abjuration magic on this door.
Protection. Interesting.
Hmm.
I will ritual cast detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay.
Can I
If
dance
you...
to the funny little symbols?
Can you dance to the funny little
We are
symbols?
not an avatar, you fucker.
Look
Give
at
me
it. It's got a line that leads to like the steps, and it's basically like
Yeah, give how are
Oh
you
my gosh.
how are
we
you
can't see
dancing
it
to
because
this?
I
it's
do. I see
yeah.
what you're talking about.
it's
Can you describe how you're dancing to this for me, Asuka?
oh no, did I accidentally stumble into this?
That's hilarious.
No, you haven't touched it. I'm just asking you to tell me how you're dancing to this.
Okay, you remember the Vanu Vanu dance from Final Fantasy 14?
Uh-huh.
But I see what you're talking about, Asuka. Their arms.
There, that's it.
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
I was thinking more of the dragon dance from Avatar: The Last
Mhm.
Airbender, but
Thoughts
I
where
get
my
you.
brain went.
Okay,
Alright.
some of us are a
But-
little more classically trained in dances, so okay.
As you do this dance,
No.
the door opens.
Oh.
Awesome, I did it. Thank you. You can clap now. I turn around to see Asuka finishing his dance. Oh.
I just roll my eyes. I'm like, how was I supposed to know? It just looks like a person.
I was
Well,
overthinking it, I guess.
now curiosity's gripped me. Now I have to see what's past this door.
I would still like to finish Detect Magic.
I will wait for Detect Magic, even though I apparently just broke the magic seal.
There may be more.
So your detect magic goes off, and that abjuration magic that you sensed previously seems to have dispersed.
Brava. Brava, Asuka.
Ever play Fallout? Idiot Savant? I'm just gonna walk up to the door and just kind of like slowly push it in, or pull it out, whichever way the hinges work. I don't know.
It goes
Yeah,
in.
no, the door's like already just like
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just
Moved
gonna walk
itself.
through. It's like,
Oh.
yeah, absolutely. So,
That's hilarious.
okay, now hold on. I think there's a map for this.
Both arms up, one arm up.
somebody
one arm down.
whoever wrote this thought they were really fucking clever. I can tell. They just thought
I
that
can
this was like
appreciate it.
I
That
don't
this was
think
basically
they
the
actually
most clever
expected
thing.
somebody to be idiotic enough that their first thought was, I'm gonna dance!
This happened in our Sunday group too. I'm surprised you came to it so fast.
Yeah, the warlock figured it out in our campaign. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and
Oh.
just. But
There's
that
always
was
one
after
person
we
that
triggered
thinks
the
that way.
trap a couple of times and got it like twice.
Okay. Is it black for you guys?
I have slightly higher than normal problem solving skills,
Or you're a
You just
big
gotta
but
think
only
outside the
slightly.
box.
Okay, so you are right here. The wagon is sort of right here at the bottom right.
Okay, I can see
And-
the wagon.
Okay, yeah, that's the wagon. So you guys can kind of, you guys can drag yourselves onto the area around the tower as you'd like.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I can't see shit. Oh, this has different levels. Fun time.
Yeah. It's a tower. Of course it does.
No, it's a flop top.
Listen, Missy, I don't need your sass.
Deal with it, because I'm making a sauce.
I know,
Made of
sass
sauce.
is made of sus.
Sauce.
Sounds sus.
I have.
Pepsi, the clearly inferior one out of the two
It's mango
main
Pepsi.
beverages.
Oh, mango
Mango.
Pepsi is pretty good.
Von Reichen's tower.
Van Richten's Tower. Or, in the traditional language, Van Richten.
Van
Are you able to
Helsing.
see the name of it?
Yeah, when you give us the handout,
Oh, okay.
it put the chapter 11.
Oh, okay.
Van Helsing?
It's a good
Alright.
Our
one.
players don't know this, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
the characters don't know that.
Well, you would have the handout that's there for the players. Alrighty, cool. So, and Asuka, you said you were stepping in?
Yes.
Okay, cool. As you step in, You see that there is a flagstone floor strewn with debris and a few old crates near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. A 5 foot square indentation in the center of the floor contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch up through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chains are 4 tall clay statues.
I'll be hugging Asuka, just trying to detect any magic.
How dark
Well-
is it in here?
With the condition of the building, there's cracks in the walls, sunlight is streaming in. You would be able to comfortably see.
Okay. I'll approach the statues and see what do I see.
Okay, so you see these 4 clay statues. As you approach them, they don't seem to. Nothing seems to happen. They don't seem to do anything.
Is there any stairs or anything of the sort?
Nope. There's just those chain pulleys that are attached to the iron chains that stretch up.
That's interesting.
Jump on the platform. See if
Yeah,
it moves at
I'm
all.
gonna go ahead and step on the platform.
You're gonna
Just my
step on the
character. Hang on a
platform.
second, let me pull my character out to actually be able to do stuff. I am on platform.
Okay, so as you step on the platform, these clay statues seem to spring to life and start pulling these chains and pulling the platform up,
Oh, that's cool.
moving you up. Yep, and that will move you up, and you can see. That's not reveal. And then you can see the next floor. As you come up to the next floor here, you see dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room, the wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed.
It seems to be okay over here, guys. If you want to come up.
We can.
Well, I get off of the platform, obviously, to the north, and let it go down again. I don't know if it works that way.
If you scroll up, you can. The next mop is just above, so you can move your character.
Yeah.
Is there anything below when the platform goes up?
There's just like a small indentation in the floor where
Okay.
the platform rests.
That's fine.
Thinking like a gamer.
And it doesn't go up any higher?
You don't know? You haven't seen?
Oh, this goes higher. I'm gonna go ahead and let the platform return to its natural state. See if everybody else wants to join me.
So,
Does it go up higher, Asuka?
I can check. If you I'll check. Go ahead and stay down there where it's safe. I guess I'll go ahead and before it lowers, I'll go ahead and step on the platform again, see if it goes any higher.
And even before you do that, Oscar, you would be able to look up and see that it does extend at least one more floor, possibly more, but you can't tell from where you're at.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take a look.
Okay, you'd like to go up to the next floor?
Yes, please.
Alrighty, let me reveal that. Okay, I've revealed the next one. It's a little bit more to the north. So as you head up to the next floor, you see on the 3rd floor that time and elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northwest wall and slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotted and has begun to fall away in pieces.
Okay, well, I'm not going to step off on this floor. Does it go any higher?
You can look up and you can see, yes, you can see another floor.
Okay. Can I activate it to go higher?
Yep, as you have it come up higher,
Third floor clear, I yell. Hopefully they can hear me through the mildewy kind of floor.
So you come up to the top here, move your token up to the 4th floor up at the top here for me.
Oh.
Alrighty, so you come up here, and as you come up to this top floor, unlike the levels below, this room shows signs of recent habitation. And although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with a matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys, around which hang iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform.
Suit of armor, you say? Anyway, I'm pretty sure they can't hear me this high up, but I'll still call fourth floor clear, and I'll step off of the platform and see if it goes down.
It returns down, 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 down to the first floor.
Okay. And while they decide to join me or not, I'll go ahead and
Is there
see
room
if-
for 2 people to get on?
Let me double check here on that platform. It is a 5-foot square, so if somebody wanted to hold somebody, or
Well,
Yeah,
we don't take up 5 feet of space.
if I yell, can they hear me?
let's
It's 5
see.
feet, 5 floors, so
Well, there's a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, they could probably. You'd be pretty quiet. Give me a performance check to see how well they could hear you.
performance check. What am I doing? Throwing my voice?
Oh, yeah. They're just basically to see how well you're able to project and send your voice down. I don't know, probably 90 feet.
All right, so I yell at them. What was it? 1, 2, 3, fourth floor clear. But recently have it. It looks like it's been recently used. If you want to keep an eye out for the inhabitant, and
I'll
call
hear
for
that.
Alexander.
I'll hear that and I'll step back out the door so I can stay close to Irena.
I keep. I call for Alexander to come up because he's probably going to be the most useful in this situation. I think. I start rifling through this desk.
Through the desk. Yes. While you're looking, and does anybody else want to come up while he's looking?
Me,
Lord.
so will go.
I am, yeah.
Okay, let me see what you'd find in the desk. Give me just one moment to read through this.
Scaffolding is interesting.
Probably another way to get up here.
Mm-hmm. Well, to at least to the 3rd floor.
Okay, yeah. So looking through the desk, what you would find are you would find for one a map of Barovia,
Sweet.
Well,
and you would find what appears to be journals and notebooks and things of that like, but they look like they've been hastily destroyed, like burned.
Interesting.
maybe I can decipher
Trying to
anything that's
conceal.
left.
Yeah, you could attempt to decipher what you can find of these notes. Do you have any spells like mending, or are you just straight trying to just
I
see
could
if there's
pick up
any?
mending tomorrow.
But at this very second?
No.
Okay. So what you could do?
Are you gonna pick up a cantrip?
Wizards can change their one cantrip on a long rest.
Why am I not aware of this?
It's an optional rule in Tasha's.
Okay.
There's a lot
That's
of weird stuff with Tasha's.
He says to the poor scribe wizard who's been crying for this thing. Ugh.
Will's
Matt's pretty receptive to Tasha's.
I'm gonna poke this armor.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
please tell me my detect magic didn't sense that thing.
Your detect magic. Oh, was that still up?
Yeah.
It's still within the 10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Because I would definitely stop Asta from touching anything magical while I'm in the vicinity of him.
yeah, you do get a magical ping from the suit of armor.
Okay, not touching.
I see Asuka reaching for her, like,
And Asuka, what you could do for the for those Notes on the desk. Give me an investigation check.
Myself? Okay. Investigation.
Or Asuka and Alexander, both of you guys.
Okay.
Because you were both kind of looking through it.
Oh, nice one.
I am skilled in it.
Alrighty, so looking through these notes, many of them are burnt. It seems like a lot of the most useful and pertinent information has likely been burnt away, but you are able to pick up a few key phrases. You see something. You see a name, Van Richten.
Mm-hmm.
You see a name, Strad von Zarovich.
Mm-hmm.
You see, must destroy.
Between those names or after?
These are just random.
Over several pages. I've seen.
Yeah.
This.
And you see one other thing. You see Esmeralda. Need her help.
Oscar,
And
do you know an Esmeralda?
Do I know an Esmeralda?
Yes.
Racking my brain, seeing if I can try to think of anybody that I've just recently or previously met that was Esmeralda.
if
Can I history check that?
yeah, absolutely, you can give me a history check.
Nope, I don't remember shit.
Yeah, you can't recall any individual named Esmeralda that you've met.
I know harm in asking.
Could it be one of the Vistani? I honestly don't know.
I didn't speak to many of them,
Nearly did I.
but the suit of armor is intriguing, but it is magical. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Do I know what school?
Do you hold on?
I haven't made a kit except here.
The school of magic that you would find from here. Hold on. You would see.
Okay.
You detect transmutation magic.
Transmutation. That is not my specialty. I'm conjuration. Transmutation. Well, hopefully, it probably would turn you into a frog if you touched Asuka, so we may not want to do that.
Fine. But look at it.
I know. Is it like immaculate, like non-tarnished?
Yeah, this looks like a great suit of armor. Just a very nice suit of armor. Definitely one that, like an old school medieval knight would enjoy using.
I like it.
I'm
Cast
not
a
there,
spell.
so I say do it, but I'm watching guard
Oscar,
on the carriage, so I have no
unfortunately
clue what's
don't
going
have
on.
any magic that would dispel any magics.
Fine.
You said
Wait,
you're
what's
going
this little other place that's got down here next to the stove?
the next. What was that? Hold on.
Misa is just fiddling with the lock on this chest.
Misa, that's not yours.
And the journals were?
The journals were burned,
Yeah.
and I wasn't gonna take them.
So you're looking right here.
Yeah.
What is that? Hold on.
I'm probably gonna take them.
La 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 la.
Okay. I don't know what this is, but it's nothing really. There's nothing of note there.
Just a work
Okay.
table for the food for the kitchen.
Yeah, there's nothing important there.
Okay.
I'm fiddling with the lock on this chest.
All right. Would you like to attempt to pick the lock?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Give me a thieves. Are you proficient with thieves' tools?
I am.
All right. Give me a thieves' tools check with your proficiency.
Oscar looks on disapprovingly.
I have my monocle on and I'm focused. I don't hear you judging me. 20.
Yep, that'll open it.
Apparently, my Jimmy John's order has been canceled.
Oh. I bet you they couldn't find a
no.
driver.
My
you just
food
eat
is.
it?
Yeah.
Wow, free food!
Wonder
Yay!
if I get my money back.
Wait, they delivered it and they canceled it?
Yes, they did.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
They deliver my food, but they've missed one of the items,
Yeah,
so I had to bitch at them.
I got a refund.
I mean,
Nothing tastes better than free food.
What
And-
the fuck?
I will tell you, as somebody who did that full time while I was in school, the driver still gets their money, so fuck it, win win win.
Except for Jimmy John's.
Well,
Stick
what
it to the man.
Grubhub or Uber Eats, whatever, they just fucking eat it and they pay the difference.
Oh, so Grubhub takes it, not even Jimmy
Yep.
John's or anything. Damn.
Alright, so
Alright, why he's fucking with the lock on use restroom?
I open the chest.
Right?
What do I
So-
see?
As you open this chest, you're greeted by this very strong aroma of lavender. All right, and as you open the chest, you see a severed and preserved head. It appears to be of a Vistana. The flesh of this head looks to have a waxy complexion and seems to have been mummified.
I
Congratulations.
look back
you
to
found
ask.
you found someone's fleshlight.
Oh my.
I didn't actually say that, but I'm just like, this is why you don't go opening random people's chests. This is why. Alexander,
Does anybody have the ability to speak with the dead?
what the nerds?
Rohana, you have the ability to speak with the dead?
Of course you do.
So I'm going to politely close the lid, go back down, and say, Rohana,
We got a toy for
Darling.
you.
I'm double checking because I know I'm friendly with the dead. I just don't know. if that's
What
possible.
the?
I can turn on dead.
Speak with dead is a level 3 spell.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have that.
oh yeah, none of us have access to speak with the dead then, unless it's a class feature.
You're kind of coming here a little bit earlier than you're meant to.
Well, I'm a
Hey.
pair and a tiefling, so
Alexander.
I've got a little bit of a different relationship with the dead.
Guess what we found in there? Or guess what Misa found in there?
In where?
In the chest at the foot of the bed.
What?
Lots of lavender.
Oh.
And a mummified Vistana head.
Those are the travelers, correct?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Is it magical?
I don't know!
I'm not gonna
I
touch
just
it.
opened the box!
Is it magical, Boone?
You have,
I didn't lock it.
is it magical?
Poke it with a sharp stick, see if it moves.
No.
The head in and of itself is... The head in and of itself is not magical, but you can sense that magic has been used to preserve it.
Okay. Well. Do we?
I don't even know what to tell you, honestly.
We have a cleric, correct?
Yup.
In my time, I have seen clerics speak with the dead. Is that possible? In her sense of capability?
I went and spoke with her. I do not think at our current capabilities that she is able.
Gotcha. We could keep it around until we can.
We could just leave it here.
Or we could just just forget that we ever saw it.
It could provide some useful information. I mean,
Well, all
the
we should-
journals speak about destroying Strahd.
This person was desecrated. We should either help them find peace, bury them, or something. I don't know.
We can keep it in
perhaps
the box.
when we can speak with the dead, we can come back.
Who's to say that somebody's not going to come back, whoever lives here?
Well,
This looks like it's been recently lived in, therefore this person might come back. And first of all, if we take it, we're stealing somebody else's property. Be it a, I mean, I know it's a severed head, but
I look at Oscar. I slug and say, "Pirate."
right, that's not an excuse.
Also, if it makes you feel any better, it does appear from the journals that I've read that the owner was running, and I don't think he's coming back. He was trying to hide something. I should be able to discern more tomorrow, though.
Why don't we rest?
Today.
We're close
We've
to
barely
the-
traveled.
It's still early, yeah.
I say we just leave it here and
Circle back.
come back at a later time.
I realized actually, you guys, that there would have been a lot more, Alexander, that you would have gotten from that desk that I failed to notice at the beginning of this chapter. You would have actually found a with the roll that you made, you would have found a barely charred, almost perfect page.
Ooh.
Okay, this is pretty long. I'm gonna read this.
I
to you.
mean, I got a pretty good roll. I'll take it.
Okay. So, yeah. Let me make sure that you get all of it. Okay. Listen up. Be ready to take notes. I'll post it for you.
Thank you. Get ready to take notes. I'll just put it in something.
For more than
mean-
3 decades, this is what you found. For more than 3 decades now, I've undertaken to investigate and expose creatures of darkness to the purifying light of truth and knowledge. Hero, I am named in some circles. Sage, and Master Hunter, I am called in others. That I have survived countless supernatural assaults is seen as a marvel among my peers. My name is spoken with fear and loathing among my foes. In truth, this virtuous calling began as an obsessive effort to destroy a vampire that murdered my child, and it has become for me a tedious and bleak career. Even as my life of hunting monsters began, I felt the weight of time on my weary shoulders. Today, I am a man who has simply lived too long. Like a regretful lich, I find myself inexorably bound to an existence I sought out of madness, and, seemingly, must now endure for all eternity. Of course I shall die, but whether I shall ever rest in my grave haunts my idle thoughts and torments me in my dreams. I expect those who think me a hero will change their minds when they know the whole truth about my life as a hunter of the unnatural. Nevertheless, I must reveal, here and now, that I have been the indirect yet certain cause of many deaths and the loss of many good friends. Mistake me not. I do not merely feel sorry for myself. Rather, I come to grips with a devastating realization. I now see that I am the object of a baleful Vistani curse. More tragically, the nature of this hex is such that I have not borne the brunt of it. Instead, far worse, those who surround me have fallen victim to it. I have related the tragic story of how my only child Erasmus was taken by Vistani and sold to a vampire. I explained how Erasmus was made a minion of the Night Stalker, and how it was my miserable part to free him from that fate at the point of a stake. What I have neglected to eliminate before now is how I tracked Erasmus's kidnappers across the land, and how I extracted Erasmus's whereabouts from them. In fact, the Vistani took Erasmus with my own unwitting permission. They had brought an extremely ill member of their tribe to me one evening and insisted that I treat him, but I was unable to save the young man's life. In fear of their retribution, I begged the Vistani to take anything of mine if only they would withhold their terrifying powers, of which I knew nothing. To my lasting astonishment, they chose to surreptitiously take my son in exchange for their loss. By the time I realized what had occurred, they were already an hour gone. Incensed beyond reason, I strapped the body of the dead young man to my horse and doggedly followed the Vistani caravan through the woods, naively allowing the sun to set before me without seeking shelter from the night. Shortly after darkness fell, I was beset by an undead that would have slain me had not their master, a lich, intervened and spared my life, for reasons I do not completely understand. He somehow detected me, and with his powerful magic, took control of a pack of zombies that wandered in the forest. He spoke to me through the mouths of the dead things and placed a magic ward against undead on me, then animated the dead Vistana and bade it tell me where I could find its people. Unfortunately, I say in hindsight, the plan worked. I found the child stealers, and my unwelcome entourage included a growing horde of voracious undead that could not touch me thanks to the Lich's ward. When I found the caravan, I threatened to set the zombies on the Vistani unless they returned my dear boy. They replied that he had been sold to the vampire, Baron Metis. Something inside me snapped. I released the zombies, and the entire tribe was eaten alive. Yet, the story has not ended. Before she died, the leader cursed me, saying, "Live you always among monsters, and see everyone you love die beneath their claws." Even now, so many years later, I can hear her words with painful clarity. A short time later, I found my dear Erasmus made into a vampire. He begged me to end his curse, which I did with a heavy heart. The darkness had torn him from my loving arms forever, and I foolishly believed the curse had exacted its deadly toll. I wept until an insatiable desire for vengeance filled the bottomless rift in my heart. That's what you found.
Wow.
I think the armor's safe to touch.
Weird. No.
Written by an individual that you know simply as Van Richten, based on these notes that you have uncovered.
Do I think I will be able to uncover more information by mending these books?
That's the big shit. You got it.
I'll leave them here.
Mending cannot fix burning, so.
I kind of neglected to review all of the loot at the top initially, and so that was definitely the big thing that you were able to find there.
Oscar,
Yeah.
if you are intrigued about it, I and are willing to hold it back if you're willing to protect me in case something does go bad, I will identify it to make sure that it is not harmful.
The armor.
Yeah, indeed, yes.
Yeah, okay. Draw sword and shield. Stand at the ready.
I will sit in front of it and get my pearl out. Slowly begin to cast Identify as a ritual.
Okay, so you're identifying what this object is.
If it's a magic item, I identify its magical properties. If it has a spell cast on it, I identify the spell of which has been cast on it.
Gotcha. So your identify goes off. You do see that this is a standard suit of plate armor that is currently under the effect of animate object.
I do want to state, Boone, I do have to touch it to activate it, to
That's
identify
a
it.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't. Nothing happens when you touch it.
Animate object. That's. I do apologize, Oscar. This is probably not the suit of armor that you should take.
That's quite alright. But more importantly, what is the trigger? Touching the head is probably the trigger.
I don't think I was able to ascertain.
So it's a
What
good thing
would
we
make
haven't
it-
touched that head.
You can always try to touch the head.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yes, we will find you better armor, I promise, my good sir.
Okay. And shiny sword?
Indeed, I would fear that. I just fear that if you put it on, it may use your own body against us.
So what are we gonna do about the head?
Well, I just ascertained a lot of information about what this man was, what he did, and a bit about the Vastani.
Should we return this head to the Vistani?
Personally, my distaste for the Vistani has grown after reading this.
I've been around long enough to know that there's morally gray things, but I don't know.
They
I
have
do.
the Vistani you would remember have told you that based on your actions thus far, you have a friend in them.
Right. And
I-
maybe they might appreciate us returning one of their members to them.
Stealing a child does not bode well in my culture.
Stealing a child is terrible. Not saying no, but
And then selling said child to a vampire.
I'd like to point out that this was a completely different tribe of the Vistani, apparently.
Yes, yeah, you do have a point.
The other ones were wiped out completely.
So,
I wanted to
Say-
interject one thing really quickly. Right here where I said there was nothing, there actually is a little bit of shit.
What is there?
Okay, on top of that, you're going to see a... What would you see? That is
a
a...
man in plate.
No, that's going to be a wooden trunk covered with claw marks. That you see a battle axe, a flail, a morning star, a light crossbow, and 10 silvered crossbow bolts.
So this
If
is his
anybody would,
armory.
if anybody would like to take any of those things, you may do so.
Anybody got proficiency in crossbows?
Mm-mm.
You don't?
Do I? I have light arms.
If you have martial weapons, then yes.
Apparently I do.
Well, I also do.
Well, there's a
You have
crossbow and silver
fighter,
crossbow
Misa.
bolts.
Well,
It would be helpful against certain mystical
I'm just
creatures.
worried that anything we touch here is going to trigger this armor.
Well, we did touch the journals, so not everything, and then so did we touch the chest.
Well, I
You
mean,
fucking went through that desk.
all right. I'm gonna pick up the crossbow.
Okay.
Kitty.
Is the suit of
and the
armor-
bolts.
Oh, look at the baby.
Is the suit of armor on a stand?
It's just standing there.
Of its own volition.
I mean, it's animated. It's an animated object.
So it was a crossbow and what else?
So
Morning
there's a battle axe, a flail, a morning star, a light crossbow, and 10 silvered crossbow bolts.
I'll take the 10 silver crossbow bolts and the crossbow.
Light crossbow.
Light crossbow.
That should help you with any resistances that certain creatures may have. I wonder
And
if
the
it would
flail
work on
wouldn't
Jimothy.
be better than my +1, right?
No, it's not a. It's just a standard flail, not a +1.
That is a form of rabies that is a little hard to cure.
Oh, and one other thing, in the box with the head, you would have seen a few things underneath the head as well.
You just want us to touch that head.
Well, no, these are things that you would have found that I was not prepared for doing this, and I was.
If no one wants
Sorry.
to touch the head with their hands,
I'm sorry that my dance has proven to be too effective.
No, it's all good. This is what happens. So, in the chest with the head, you would have also found a gold holy symbol of the Morning Lord worth 100 gold pieces.
Wait, what? Sorry, what was that?
A gold holy symbol of the Morning Lord worth 100 gold pieces.
You almost killed Alexander.
That's going in Misa's shirt.
So Misa's going to take the holy symbol.
Yep.
3 vials of holy water.
That's probably
Misa, are you taking that? Are you letting everybody know, or are you trying to sneakily take that holy symbol?
Not while I'm around. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at you.
So Misa, are you trying to kind of sneak that?
No, I'm just putting it in my shirt.
Okay. Alright, so you also find 3 vials of holy water, 3 vials of perfume, 2 vials of antitoxin,
jeez.
a 50-foot coil of hempen rope,
Ooh.
a tinderbox, a steel mirror, a sharpened wooden stake, and a spyglass.
I will leave everything for the group, with the exception of the spyglass and the holy symbol. And I will
All right.
just work my way around the head and start handing out vials of things and stakes and stuff.
I have disease resistance, so I don't need the other ones. The holy water, doesn't Rogue can use that, or who can use that?
Anyone can. It would be beneficial against undead.
Yeah, you can throw it at things. It's an improvised weapon, and if the target is a fiend or undead, they'll take 2d6 radiant damage from it. It's not like an amazing thing, but helpful situationally.
If
I
I
mean-
pour multiple vials into a single
Don't
And you'll
miss.
get-
jar,
If you do that, you'll get 3d6.
Yeah, don't miss.
Does anybody want any of those other things?
the antitoxin, I will probably pick up.
Okay. You can add 2 vials of antitoxin.
I'll use my mage hand to just whoop.
I'm still down by the carriage, so I got no clue what's going on.
I mean, we'll take some stuff down. So I will lean my head out the door, and in an extraordinarily loud voice, I will yell down, "Hey, we have some stuff," and I will relay to her in very clear detail about what is going on. And
Ask her if she wants a head.
no,
Just drop the head on her.
no, we are not doing
We're
that.
not-
Desecrated corpses. Goddamn.
No, but yes, I will use thaumaturgy to amplify my voice by 3 times, just enough to reach down to the tower.
Alrighty.
Tieflings.
And the suit of armor kind of twitches, but that's it.
I don't need anything. I thaumaturgy back at her. I don't need anything.
No.
The others are probably sitting there going, Jesus, fuck, you two are loud.
Is there
Just-
a bag or something that we can carry the head in?
I have a bag of
You
holding.
have a bag? Yeah?
Okay, because regardless of what we decide to do with this head, it either needs to be buried, returned to the Vistani, but either and or probably not left here.
I'd agree.
Okay.
Personally, I would love for us to speak with it, just to learn a bit about the people that it came
Or
from.
to do your creepy experiments. Okay.
Well, then I will take the bottles of lavender. Because
The
I want
perfume?
to smell nice. Yes.
So I'll pick up the head and I'll go ahead and
I'll just
And
hold
it
the
too.
bag open.
yeah.
Eli, you can add 3
Drop.
vials of lavender perfume. I mean, that won't be anything in there, just, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Perfume is a thing in the.
Well,
equipment.
specifically lavender perfume. In this
Alright.
context.
Head of a evil Vistani.
You don't know that
We
it's
don't
evil.
know if it's evil.
This is my notes, mister.
Oh.
I mean, you might,
That's a
you might,
That's a little bit more than a little bit racist.
That's very pointed.
That's really racist.
Very pointed.
you might confuse your DM if you're talking about something evil that you don't know it's evil or not.
It's still a baby.
It's not a baby, or
It's
yeah,
mummified.
No. They stole a baby.
You can't.
You don't know
cannot
any
judge-
context. Yeah, you know no context. You found these random, hurriedly burned notes that you managed to find a couple pages that were intact. You have no context. You know who.
We
You
also
don't know
don't
who
know.
wrote this.
We also don't know whose head this is. This could probably not even be anything have to do with the other Vistani.
Call it a hunch.
I'm just saying it could be a bad guy, but also you have 0 context for what you've read.
Till proven otherwise.
Either
The
and or.
Vistani.
We don't leave dead body parts lying around. Let's go ahead and either take it back to them or bury it somewhere. But either and or, let's probably head out of here. Anything near the bed? Anything else like under the bed or whatever?
Near the bed. Let me see.
At this point, it's technically not stealing because the person is dead. So, well,
It's grave robbing.
we actually don't know. Again, this has been recently lived in, and I don't know if they're going to come back. This is morally gray.
By the bed. You don't see anything by the bed, but you do see by the bed. Yeah, kind of near the bed. It's hard to see on this map, but there is a wardrobe as well. Nothing by the bed, but if you'd like to look through their dresser, you can.
I mean, out of curiosity's sake, and just take a look at it, whatever.
Okay, in the wardrobe, you could find 3 sets of fine clothes, 2 sets of traveler's clothes, some shoes, nothing special about the shoes, a Harlequin mask, and 3 wigs.
Harlequin
Wigs?
mask.
Wigs.
Wigs.
Would this fine clothing fit me?
Hey,
What?
This is. Hold on, would it fit you?
I don't know what race he was.
What are you, a dragonborn?
Yeah, I'm so tall. How tall am I? Description. I am 6'8". I am fairly tall.
Really tall. You could fit into them, but they would be like very. The pants would be very flooded, like very high waters. So you'd be like wearing pants for somebody about
So he was chubby.
chubby and much shorter than you are. So you'd be wearing you could fit into them, but it'd be not like chubby, not like he was fat, but like he was a lot shorter, and the pants, like, instead of coming down to like your ankles, they would come up to about just below your knee. They'd be
So
very
shorts.
yeah.
do we really need to pilfer his clothes?
I mean, you're taking the head, so
Yeah, the head's
know.
not something you wear. Well,
Where's the line, Oscar?
I mean, if we're taking a very obviously preserved and well cared for remnant of a person, I think clothes are farther down the line.
Actually, I think it's the other way around, but okay. I'm just gonna go downstairs.
Is anybody
I'll
stealing
leave the
any
clothes.
of the clothes? Okay, no taking the
No.
clothes.
I'd rather not wear shorts. The dragonborn knees are not attractive.
Who wears shorts?
You got ashy dragonborn knees.
We wear short shorts.
Very scaly.
Alrighty, so you're back down outside of the tower. You do see the wagon there.
Look,
More free
Last-
stuff.
last time I touched that wagon, I got attacked by a banshee.
Is anyone good at looking for traps?
I could find magical ones.
Nope.
I have very decent investigation.
Ro's really good at finding traps by triggering them.
I meant without, but you know.
I could be.
I have investigation.
Would you like to inspect for traps?
I'm just gonna investigate the wagon. I've been leaning on it for the last however long it took those fuckers upstairs.
Probably a while.
Okay,
I
so
ritual cast a couple times.
So canonically, she went through the wagon already while we were upstairs.
is that what you would have done, Ro? Would you have been looking through the wagon while they were upstairs?
No, I was just leaning on it, waiting for them to come down.
I
Okay.
don't like the way he asked that.
Well, I'm just trying to understand how things will play
Jimmy's
out.
with her. She's safe.
Okay.
I'm
And
actually
so-
gonna like.
Oh boy.
Nice one.
I think we need to be done for the night and give our dice a rest.
Ro, it'd help if you don't cover your eyes with your hair.
So, Ro is investigating. Is anybody helping Ro's investigation?
I'll help her.
You'll help her?
Yeah.
Alright, Ro, you can roll with advantage.
Where is it? Investigation.
We'll take the 9. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. This is not good.
Fuck.
I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving
shit.
throw.
It's gonna
What?
blow up.
Why?
It was rigged.
Just, we'll take the 17 because that was the first one. And
10. Fuck me.
17, 12.
Fuck.
Good thing you picked up those antitoxins.
I'm getting mine up. Give me a second here.
Giggity.
Okay. I'm not the only one.
Y'all, this is horrible.
Rock's fall, everyone dies.
Okay, as Rohana looks through this wagon, you just hear this sound of glass shattering. And as
Broke
this
a vial.
glass is shattering, fire laps around all of you. And you will take.
I'm resistant to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Good for
Okay,
you.
So if you
Oh
failed
my god.
Excuse you?
37 if you failed, half if you succeeded the
What was
save.
a fail? And what was a success?
So a 12 was needed to succeed.
Meets it, beats it.
Yep. If you failed, you need to take 37 fire damage.
Half the party's
Alexander is unconscious.
I am resistant to fire. Don't I take no damage?
No,
You'll take
no.
a quarter.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you'll
Quarter.
take a quarter.
If
So
you succeeded, you'll take a quarter.
37. So Ro, you'll take 9 fire damage.
dead. Well, how much do I take?
Asuka, you'll take you succeeded, so 37 divided by 2, you'll
18.
take 18. Yep. Alexander's down. Jimothy, how you doing?
That's half my HP.
He could have
Damn.
almost one
It
shot
seems
me
like
there.
it's-
I could have almost died. He needed.
It seems. Out of
He needed
curiosity, why are we
7 more
taking a
damage?
Constitution save on something?
It's
Why are we
alchemist.
taking a Constitution?
You
No,
triggered
no,
an
that's
alchemist
fine.
fire.
But if it's a trap, shouldn't it be a deck save?
It's
that?
it's a Constitution saving throw as it is written.
Weird. But alright, I'm fine.
That
Alexander,
is
you
as
said you're
written in the
down.
module.
I'll reach over and poke him and cast Spare the Dying on him.
So
What? You won't even heal me?
From the fire.
Well, this fire, as quickly as it roars up and fucks you all, it fades away, but the wagon is just in cinders.
we just couldn't have learned from my previous mistake, could we?
I didn't summon a banshee, now did I?
Okay, so who's there? Who's dead? Who's near dead? And who's needs?
I'm still
help?
unconscious.
Okay,
No, I stabilized you.
I'm
Okay.
unconscious.
I'm touching you in the face or whatever to lay on hands you.
Okay, because I was gonna cast Cure Wounds, so that works too.
I'll take as much as you guys want.
Thanks.
Boone,
How
you
much
almost
HP do
killed
you
me
have?
again.
How much
That-
HP do you have?
0.
No, I mean normally.
I can't tell you that.
I don't. Okay, fine, whatever. Here, take 10.
Okay. What did Ro do?
Oh, you know, Ro, trying to kill us all.
I mean, there was a lot of ways that could have gone, but just balls deep into the wagon, you know.
Nisa, you okay?
Well, it is a good thing I am resistant to fire. Brush
Jimothy?
off.
I'm fine.
Oh, fuck.
Irene?
Oh,
Irene's up
no.
there.
No, she was back in our wagon.
Yeah, she's not. She's not there.
That
That
is-
would have sucked.
If you want to kill a regular human with 4 HP, that's how you fucking do it.
Uh-huh.
He almost killed me. I would fucking
I
7
didn't do
HP.
anything. I
7
didn't do
HP.
anything.
I would have
That
been
would
dead.
have knocked me unconscious had I not saved.
That was a garbage roll too. That was 10d10. It was
Oh
only
my God.
37. That
Yeah,
was
there's
a.
2
You were
nat ones in
lucky.
there.
You were
and
lucky.
3
That was a shit
twos.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 5 of them that were like almost minimum damage.
Yeah.
Like-
The module said to do 55 damage, but I rolled it.
Wow.
What level is this module for?
This
We're here way early.
You guys are in an area that you are not necessarily the level for.
Okay, fair enough.
It is open world, and you can go where you want.
All right.
So 55, guys.
I would have been dead.
I
Was
rolled
that
it.
twice your max?
I have 22 HP.
Oh yeah, that would have outright killed you if you
Yeah.
had just done average damage.
All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get out of here.
I think that's an excellent stopping point for tonight.
I was gonna say, do we just want to go into the first floor here and take a long rest?
You know what? That
Go
would
up
be
to the top.
Nah, we're pretty far from long resting. It's fucking
Yeah, it's
early.
We're
Yeah,
half
you-
dead.
Yeah, but
You
At
It's-
least a short rest or something.
Yeah, you
the
could
trouble is
absolutely-
you can't do it during the day.
Yeah, you could short rest. We're probably looking at late morning at this point, like 10, 11 o'clock.
Clearly, you underestimate the power of my naps.
shit.
But I think that's a really good place to call it for now.
All right.
Next thing we get to is going to be a lot of story dump, and we don't really have time for that.
Alrighty.
Billy. Thanks, guys.
Hmm.
I'm glad we got back
Yeah.
into it.
Thanks.
I promise you, this is all written into the module. I'm not homebrew. I have not homebrewed one thing tonight.
That's fine.
Oh, I've homebrewed one thing, that
Really, yeah.
potion, but
I'm just glad to be
Good
back
times,
to
though.
our game. So
Same. I'm like, it's been 2 weeks. I want to play.
that's why I messaged everyone. I'm like, we're playing, right? Okay,
We're
Now we
playing
just
next
gotta-
week too.
Now we just gotta get Jill back in
All
here.
right.
I'm hitting
Yeah, I
stop
stepped
recording.
out at that point.